first here, I cannot believe that I am standing in the back of a pickup truck. I feel very Jason Kenney right now. Don't hear me say that often. But we are all here to support our good friend George Chahal. It's so great to see so many people here representing the diversity of Northeast Calgary, my home, of Calgary Skyview. And of course, as we always do when we gather together, we remind ourselves that we gather on land where people have been gathering for many thousands of years. And today we honor the people who have started on this land. For thousands of years, people have been coming here to hunt and fish and gather, to dream, to dance, to live, to love, to fight sometimes, but ultimately to engage in that real act of building community. And today I hope that we're taking another important step in building our community. Now, as you all know, it's very uncommon for me to appear at a partisan political rally. I wear purple every day for a reason. It's red and blue. But I also believe that we are incredibly well served when we have extraordinary people willing to make the sacrifice to enter into public office. And that's why I'm thrilled to support great people who run for office. And I'd like to point out as well, speaking of great people running for office, that we're joined here by a number of my city council colleagues. So we have Councillor Druh Farrell, Councillor Jean-Carlo Carra, Councillor Ward Sutherland, Councillor Jeff Davison, I think I saw Councillor Jyoti Gondek out there. And ultimately, the great thing about City Council is that we don't always agree on everything. But what is really amazing to have all of my colleagues here today is the fact that all of us agree on one thing. And we agree on the fact that George Chahal has been an extraordinary City Council.
Oh yeah!
He's been a colleague who's been a joy to work with, and for those of us who live here in Northeast Calgary, we've seen the incredible changes that George has made as he's ably represented Ward 5. The other thing that I want to say is I spent a lot of my time working with other governments, working with the government of Alberta, working with the government of Canada. And I need to tell you all that Calgary is not well served by the way we vote federally. One party takes us for granted, and the other party thinks there's no upside here. And Prime Minister Trudeau has said to me many, many times that the difference for him in having Kent Hare and Amarjeet Sohi around the table and not having them around the table has been extraordinary for the federal government's understanding of Alberta. It's very important that we as Calgarians ensure that we have representation in all federal governments, regardless of what color they may be. Luckily, for us now, the choice is very easy, because we do have an extraordinary candidate who's decided to put on the red t-shirt.
Yeah!
You know, George, I gotta tell you, this is sort of exciting speaking at a political rally. I feel like maybe I've made a bad mistake. No more speaking at political rallies. Sorry, Jeff. I've got 100 people here, right? I can get signatures.
Got 500. I'll spot that.
Anyway, I'm kidding. But I do want to say one thing, since George asked me to step up on the back of this pickup truck here. I'll be a little bit self-indulgent. My political career is coming to an end in just a couple of months, and it has been an extraordinary 11 years, of community building. And I just want to say thank you to all of you. I see so many familiar faces in this crowd who have personally supported me. I see so many representatives of communities that have supported the work that we're doing throughout this campaign. 11 years ago, I stood in a crowd a little bigger than this, indoors in a very sweaty basement. And I said, today Calgary is different than it was yesterday. It's better than it was yesterday. And it's not because of me, it's because of you. It's because Calgarians have determined that you can take a risk on a better future, that you can dream of a better place. And ultimately, that's what we stand for as Calgarians today. And I've been talking all this time about that simple promise of our community. The promise that it doesn't matter what you look like or where you come from. Regardless of how you worship or whom you love, you belong here. You'll be safe here. You're welcome here. You and your children and your children's children will have the opportunity to build their dreams here. Right here, right now, every one of us has the chance to live a great Canadian life. So with that, to all of you who have served, to Councillor Farrell and Councillor Sutherland who are stepping down, thank you for your service. To all of you who are running for office now, and oh my gosh, there's a lot of you. Councillor Davison, Councillor Damery, I just demoted you. Jen Damery, I see Tony Din here, and I'm sure there are many others. I saw Abbott Harb in the room. Thank you. It's hard to run for office. It's hard. You make a lot of sacrifices for your family, for your profession, for your career, and it means a lot that people of this quality are willing to put their names forward. So thank you to all of you. My parents came to this city in my parents came to Canada 50 years ago this week. My mother was pregnant with me, so you can figure out how old I am. And when they came to Calgary, there were very few South Asian families here. And one of the first South Asian families my family came into contact with was the Chalo family. And this is a family that embodies that word that is so important to all of us, seva. The idea of selfless service. And I know today your dad and your mom are so proud of you. I'm happy to see your brothers here and your whole family here. But I gotta tell you, nobody embodies that seva, that selfless service, that ability to make change for others better than this man right here. So it is my pleasure to introduce all of you to an extraordinary city councillor and to your next member of Parliament for Calgary South, Watch him because you don't want to watch me fall off this truck. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good.
Liberals, it's great to see thousands, hundreds, maybe 1,000 Liberals here in Calgary Skyview to support the kickoff of this campaign. Thank you so much for joining me. Working with me to make me the next member of Parliament for Calgary Skyview. It's been an honor and privilege for me to be born and raised in the city of Calgary, born in Pembroke, raised in Saddle Ridge. And I want to start by thanking Mayor Nenshi. I know Mayor Nenshi, he's been an inspiration for so many Calgarians. The hopes and dreams of a child thinking, could I be mayor or could I be prime minister? You've seen it with Mayor Nenshi. He's been dedicated for the last 10 years providing Calgarians with selfless service, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of a council with your leadership. And I want, if everybody could give him a round of applause, his service and commitment to making Calgary a better place. I want to thank my municipal council colleagues, Jeff and Ward, who I see, and Druh. I told John Carlo that, sorry, Druh's here, she's my favorite councillor, and he was, it's great to see all of you here to support me on this big step for me. You know, over the last 4 years, I've had a lot of great memories of working with all of you in our community who want a better city, who want a safe city, who want more investment in Northeast Calgary. So I wanted to make sure that your voice was heard at City Council. And with all of your help and support, we were able to make big changes to Northeast Calgary. But we have a lot of work to do. We need representation in Ottawa. For too long, conservatives have thought they could win a nomination and go campaign somewhere else, not to represent Calgarians. We're here. Whenever an election gets called, we started early. I've rolled up my sleeves. I'm ready to work. So I'm ready to work today like we have for the last 4 years to make Northeast Calgary and the city of Calgary a great place for everybody. And until elections called, and I commit to you that the work they're starting today does not stop after you elect me. The work continues. A lot of hard work we all have to do to make sure that we send a member from Calgary Skyview, but we send other Liberals to represent all of us from Calgary and Alberta to send strong voices to make sure we get strong representation in Ottawa. I want to thank, and I'm not going to give a long speech because the mayor spoke so eloquently. I do want to thank my mom and my dad. My mom's here somewhere. Mom, where are you? Mom's in the back. Hanging out the back. Mom and Dad came here from the UK to provide me, my two brothers, and I wasn't there yet, an opportunity. And this, I'm blessed every day to be born and raised here in Calgary. Campaigns, you can see everybody with the red shirt here, all these young people, all our community members who have already knocked on doors, have already given their time and energy in supporting me. We need all of you to join us. And it's going to be a team effort to get us there. And I need all of your help. I need your support to come volunteer, to door knock, and also make sure that I'm focused and prepared to do your work in Ottawa. My wife is right here, and kids. Anybody who runs for political office is supported by so many amazing people. And my wife's been the pillar of support. She's done her master's degree and she's becoming soon a registered psychologist, but she put her career on hold to support me to serve the community as a city councillor and to support my dream to be able to be your representative in Ottawa. So I want to thank you, Amin, and my three girls. Where are they? Starting trouble somewhere. Amanda, who is 17. Come on, don't be shy. Amanda, you're I'm blessed to have three amazing daughters who are always there to support. In my first campaign in 2007, she was 3 years old and she made a big prediction. She said 3. Yes, I lost by 33 votes in 2007. But we continued, stayed focused, and with their love and their support, I was successful in 2017. And with their love and support, and with the love and support of all of you, we will make this seat red. We will have a representative from Calgary Skyview for the Liberal Party in the Government of Canada. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. There's food, there's drink. Please say hello if you haven't had the chance to do so. And I look forward to speaking and working with you in the days ahead. Thank you so much. Like the bear, I'm not going to use the
I'm going to get in.